Hello! Today we'll be asking questions in the present tense. How do we ask questions? Well, there are a lot of ways to ask questions and lots of words we use to do it. Let's listen to these two friends ask each other about their weekend.
So, what did you do at the weekend?
I went to the cinema.
Oh, what did you see?
Skyfall.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Who directed it?
Sam Mendes.
I really like him. Maybe I'll go at the weekend.
Cool. How about you? What did you do?
I wasn't feeling very well, so I stayed at home. I spent the whole weekend watching YouTube videos.
Oh.
What are some words you heard? You probably noticed that they used words like who, what, where, when, why, and how to ask each other questions. Now let's look at some other examples of questions, but this time we'll be asking in the present tense. Where does Anne live? What do you eat for breakfast every day? How does Matt get to school in the morning? Looking over these questions, we'll notice they all have something in common. That's right, they all use do and does. That's because we're asking questions in the present tense. We use do and does as helping words. But how do we know when to use do and when to use does? One way to figure it out is to look at the subject of the question being asked. When the subject is I, you, we, and they, we use do. When we're asking a question about she, he, and it, we use does. Let's practice. We'll start by looking at a scenario. Then we'll make a sentence. By identifying the different parts of the sentence, we'll know whether to use do or does to turn the sentence into a question in the present tense. Let's begin. As we saw in the clip, there were two boys holding soccer balls under their arms. Let's call them Aaron and Alex. Now, let's make a sentence. From this clip, we might say, Aaron and Alex play soccer. Here, Aaron and Alex are the subjects. If we were going to use a pronoun, we would use they. What is the action or verb in this sentence? That's right, it's play. Aaron and Alex play. So if we want to ask what Aaron and Alex are doing in the present tense, our helping verb would be do. Do Aaron and Alex play soccer? We might ask. Or if we want to be more specific, we can ask, where do Aaron and Alex play soccer? Let's look at another example. In this clip, we see a young woman at work. Let's call her Eliza. Now let's make a sentence about Eliza. Eliza works in an office answering phones. Now let's ask a question. Here, the subject of the sentence is Eliza, and the action word is work. So our helping verb in our question would be does. What does Eliza do at work? We might ask. Great work. Let's review. The helping verb do is used for the subject I, you, they, and we, while the subject verb does is used for she, he, and it. For example, in the question, do you hear the people sing? You is the subject, and here is the action word. Let's practice. Create your own question in the present tense using do and does and the subjects and actions provided. If you're ready, you can even use question words like where and when to ask for more specific information. Have fun, and remember to ask lots of questions.